What do you stand for? I can remember back when I was in middle school, I was outside with a couple of my nerdy friends. I'll admit it, I was a nerd, I was a geek, and my nickname back then was Einstein. Not because I was super smart or anything, but because I did my homework, or at least tried to do my homework, which evidently made me kind of on the outside a little bit. So I was eating lunch with a couple of my nerdy friends, sitting on the ground outside one of the classrooms, and the cool jocks came up, all those kids who were in football and soccer, and they came up, and I was kind of a floater, so I had some friends in that group, but the head guy, I just remember came up and started picking on my friend Craig and kicking his lunch around and pushing him around and just trying to pick a fight. And I remember inside having a decision to make. I had to make a choice, and it was like a split second, but it seemed like forever. But I just remember standing up and getting right up in this guy's face who was being a bully, and getting right in his eyes, and just said, "This isn't right, stop it." And he stared at me, which seemed like forever. And I was in my mind, everything's racing, and I'm thinking, is he going to slug me? Am I going to get the snot beaten out of me here? Just didn't know what was going to happen. And after, it seemed like forever, but he turned and just walked away. And the moment was over. And this reminded me of Hebrews 11, chapter 11, verse 1, and it says, "Faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen." In order to stand up for what is right, we have to have an assurance, a founding of where our faith is coming from. We have to know what is right and wrong. We have to know that we belong to a God who has defined right and wrong, and our faith then is really exhibited by our actions, what we do. And so our actions don't make us right, but they show what's really going on in our hearts. And that's the question I really have, is what are you standing up for? What are you grounded in God to a point where you are willing to stand up for your faith? Or are you seeking, maybe like I was having that moment of crisis. Do I value popularity more, or do I value doing what's right? And thank goodness I chose what was right, and thank goodness God protected me even in that. So I would encourage you to examine where your actions are revealing your faith. Is your faith in God solid, or are you maybe being blown and tossed a little bit by popular opinion? So I encourage you to stand up for what is true, have the faith to take action on those things. And I think you'll find, as I did, that God allows you to grow closer to Him in those moments. Have a great day.